Have you ever been discriminated against? I had not. As a white male living in America, it just never happened to me. Till recently. Last weekend I was working in the bakery and the bell rang, signaling that there was a customer at the counter who needed service. As the most junior member of the bakery, it often falls to me to handle the counter and the telephone. I don't mind, as I've met a lot of really interesting people this way. I wipe the strawberry juice from my hands and the tail of my apron and go out to answer the bell. No sooner do I round the corner than the lady at the counter yells out to anyone who may be listening, "Oh great! I got a man!" She spits these words out at me as if to instantly suggest that I am an idiot by my gender alone. She shakes her hatchet-faced shaped head from side to side as if she knows that she is going to have to suffer through a long, drawn-out conversation with a simpleton, namely me. I am the turd in her punch bowl of life. "I'm looking for a chocolate cake with chocolate icing," she whines to me, as if I'm a stupid, drooling, snot-nosed child. In her hand is a 7-inch round layer cake. "Yes, miss." She has to be in her late 60s. "This is a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. This is our Snickers cake with drizzles of fudge and peanut butter with a sprinkling of salted cocktail peanuts and Snickers candy pieces. It's quite popular." I'm smiling as I explain to this old battle axe that she is holding a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. "Well, I saw it said Snickers, but I didn't know what that was," she sniffs. "Come here." She leads me over to the cake cooler. "What the hell is this?" She points. There sits a 7-inch round chocolate layer cake with chocolate icing. Still smiling. "This is our ho-ho cake. It is a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. It is a layer of French cream between the layers of cake, and is drizzled with fudge and French roll vanilla icing, and topped with ho-ho pieces." I point out each feature as I name it, in the vain hope that this woman will quickly exit my life. "What?" No, it turns out this pain in my ass is going to be sticking around. She looks at me as if I have grown another head. I explain again about the ho-ho cake. In detail. "Well, I saw it said ho-ho, but I didn't know what that was," she sneered. Her hatchet nose makes a soft whistling noise as she shakes her head again. "Poor, silly, ignorant boy," she thinks to herself as she leads me over to the other cake cooler. "What's this?" she growls. "This is our 8-inch round single-layer cake. It, too, is a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. The top is covered in melted fudge icing, given 5 good dollops of chocolate buttercream icing, and finished with chocolate Hershey's Kisses." She glares at me as if I'm blatantly lying to her. She is steamed and stomps over to the freezer. She crooks her finger as she does it, as if beckoning a naughty dog who is about to be slapped with a newspaper. "What's this?" she seethes. "This is our quarter-sheet almond cake, done in white buttercream icing and decorated with blue and green roses. It's ideal for a man's birthday, feeds 15 and sells for $15.99. We'd be happy to write on it for you for no extra charge." "Does it have almonds in it?" I think I see her forked tongue lick her lips, but it may be just a trick of the fluorescent lighting. No, it's a yellow cake flavored with almond extract. It's subtle and has a wonderful flavor at the finish, and is best served with coffee or tea. I'm totally winging it here. I've never tasted the almond cake and have no idea what it tastes like. But I'm willing to concoct any story I can to send this rude woman on her way. I'm trying desperately to be kind and civil to this woman, but her attitude and her body language suggest nothing but scorn and disgust. She is revolted by me. I'll think about it. And she dismisses me with a wave of her hand, as if she'd suffered as much of me as she could. I return to the counter and sell a few donuts to the fat guys who are waiting patiently there. They say please and thank you as I hand them their crullers with nuts. As they shuffle off to the seafood counter to check out the price of scrod, I see... Pardon me. I see the battle axe load up the ho-ho cake, the Snickers cake, and the 8-inch Hershey's Kiss cake into her cart and stomp off down the milk aisle, and shook her head as if it was a bad business altogether, much like the time she gave Herbert Hoover a blowjob on the train. Needless to say, I was miffed. I was miffed, stymied, frustrated, and more than a little pissed off. I wanted to kick this woman in the shins really hard. I have been called every name in the book, and there are a few of them that perhaps I've earned. But I've never been so masterfully scorned before. It was as if my very presence was enough to make her retch. I returned to my task of making cherry-filled cupcakes and repeated the story to the girls I was working with. I'm the only man in the bakery, by the way. I tell the tale and they literally gasp, and jaws hang slack until I'm finished. Silence hangs for a moment. My buddy Phyllis pipes up. You should have told her the 280-pound lesbian nympho would be more than happy to help her. I admitted that hadn't occurred to me. Doc.